You may be asking at this point, why do I need to know this? Why do I need to identify where the shifts and changes are happening in your life? Why do I need awareness of it? Being aware and conscious of the changes that are occurring in your life, then you begin to take more control and hold of where you can guide your life. When a big shift happens in your life, that means that your vibrational match has now shifted to another vibrational energy. Now everything is transforming within yourself and around yourself to match that same vibrational energy. You're able to become a conscious manifestor. You're able to consciously take hold of that wheel and guide yourself on that wave. So, it's been 1 week since the April 8th, 2024 Total Solar Eclipse happened. Have you noticed anything different in your life? If not, it's time to take a deeper look within to bring to your awareness the shifts and changes that may be occurring in your life now, or that may very well be occurring in your near future. Hello and welcome. I am your host, Alexis Rios. This is the Golden One channel, and thank you for being here. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. It means a lot to me that you have returned and that you find my content valuable to you. If this is your first time, welcome to you as well. And I recommend that you go back to my playlist, the Solar Eclipse series, which I'll be posting a link up here so that you can get the full picture of the whole progression of what's been going on about the solar eclipse. There's still a lot to learn and gain from all of that, even though the eclipse has happened. So I highly recommend that you do that. I want to thank you all for your support, and please consider supporting me by liking and subscribing if you find this content valuable and beneficial to you in your life. In this video, I will be sharing with you areas in your life where things could be shifting and changing in the aftermath of the total solar eclipse, and also the lesser known lunar eclipse that happened just a couple days before that. Get ready, because it's time to go within. It's important to know that the energies that may be acting as a catalyst to shift your life could be pushing you towards uncomfortable situations. So even though these may be uncomfortable situations, know and understand that this is all for your benefit and for your growth. A lot of times in the moment we view these as negative experiences, but down the road in the aftermath, we realize that those were transformative in one way, shape, or form. Everything always happens for you, not to you. So keep that in mind. Now, before I begin talking about the three distinct, simple categories of the areas in your life where you may be noticing changes, I want to say that the first two categories are all internal within yourself, and then the last category is everything outside yourself. But I decided to break apart the internal world into two categories, into a mental and emotional category and a physical category. So let's get into it. So category number one, we're looking at the mental and emotional worlds within ourselves. Now these are two of the areas where you should be using your attentive mind and attentive senses to begin to figure out where these shifts may be happening in your life. To break apart these even further, you have new behaviors, mental and emotional behaviors, and then you have pattern mental and emotional behaviors. Now, new mental and emotional behaviors that haven't previously happened either very often or at all. And then we have the pattern mental and emotional behaviors that have come around on a daily basis or weekly or monthly or every once in a while with a certain experience that happens to you. So in order for you to not only identify where that lands for you if you're noticing changes in your life, but also If it's something that's familiar to you, like a pattern, a way to identify if there's been a shift or change is one of three ways. Is 1, has it lessened? 2, is it completely gone? Or 3, has it magnified? Has it increased? Has it been more frequent? So those are 3 simple ways to identify whether there's been shifts and changes in this particular field of your life. Now, after that, we have the energetical aspect of things. Now, most people in today's day and age aren't very conscious of the energy around us. I feel like almost everyone, I won't say everyone because I don't know for certain, but I would say a good majority of people can sense energy and react to it, but it's an unconscious part of ourselves. Much like breathing. You don't think about breathing, but yet we do it. So there are sensors within our body that can identify energy, and then there are other parts of our body that can react to them or act based off the data that your body is receiving from the energy. So, but if you're a person that is sensitive to the energy, this can be another area in your life where you can begin to identify whether there are shifts and changes occurring here. Do you feel new energies? Do you feel energies that are shifting? Do you feel old energies either coming or leaving? All of these are identifiers. What we're looking for is something that has shifted and is different from what happened prior. Now, we're always fluctuating in our life, so this may be tricky to identify. But something that I have grown to understand that is very common is that when we have events like these, and let me tell you, the April 8th solar eclipse is a big one. When we have celestial events like these, they act as a catalyst for growth, for expansion, for healing, for release. Now, depending on who you are and where you are in your life, that can be something very small or very big for you. So we can begin to identify where these shifts are happening. So now we're moving on to the physical aspect of within ourselves. Now, what you want to look out for is physical sensations. Maybe you have more energy since the solar eclipse. Maybe you have less energy since the solar eclipse. Maybe you have more of an appetite. Maybe you're craving more foods that aren't particularly good for you. Maybe you're craving more foods that are good for you. These are all examples that can identify that there has been a shift in this area of your life. Next, we have parts in our body that are related to discomfort or dis-ease. I like to break that word apart, dis-ease, because it's a lack of ease in our body which creates disease. And so I like to call it that way. I like to break it up that way because that's my belief. But are you having certain discomforts or maybe pains in the body that are either flaring up or have they lessened? These are all ways for you to recognize that this energy is doing something for you, shifting and changing your life for you. So it's really important to ask yourself, how am I feeling? What am I thinking? What am I feeling emotionally wise? What am I feeling physically wise? What's going on in my body here? It's important to ask these questions because a lot of times, in most cases, everybody is so focused on everything out here that we hardly ever put any attention and awareness to the most important part, which is within ourselves, right here. That's where all the lasting change happens. That's where true transformation and healing happens. It starts within ourselves. Only you can truly identify where and what these shifts and changes are coming from and happening within yourself. No one can tell you that. There may be some people out there who are highly sensitive to energy, like myself, that can feel the energy of it, that there's shift occurring, and maybe tell you where are the areas. But very specific information, the most accurate information, will always come directly from yourself. So it's important to train this part of ourselves to look within, to be attentive to ourselves, to heighten our senses and our perspective within, so that we can understand what's going on here. Because again, like I said, that is the most important place where our attention and our conscious awareness should be, is within ourselves. That is where all the lasting change happens. It won't happen out here. That's all a byproduct of what's happening in here. Everything always starts as energy, then trickles down to the physical within here, and then out here. That's a little teaser to my future video where I'll be talking more about that. So if you're interested in that, be sure to stay tuned for that upcoming video happening very soon. So we have covered mental and emotional patterns and behaviors. We have covered energetical patterns and behaviors. And we have covered physical patterns and behaviors. Now it's time to move on to the external world. What's going on in your life? Are you noticing any shifts and changes happening around you? You may be experiencing or beginning to experience external changes in your life. Now you may be wondering, how can the energy of a solar eclipse or new energies coming from Mother Gaia influence me in such a way that it influences my external world? Well, for one, to answer that question, the changes here are happening individually in everybody else's lives in their own unique way. And number two, this can and will impact others due to the vibrational match that you are holding. So again, that is part of my next video. Another little quick teaser for you. So if you're interested, make sure to keep an eye out for that one. So what are the things that are shifting in your life? Certain areas could be shifting at work. Are you having certain shifts at work? Maybe you have a new boss. Maybe you have new coworkers. Maybe the friend you've been working with for years is leaving, or maybe you're leaving and shifting careers. So that's one area to look at. Next is your relationships. So that could be romantic relationships, but that also includes friendships and familial relationships. So people in your family. Are there shifts and changes happening in those areas of your life? So just keep that attentive sense and awareness and use that to begin to view what's going on in your life, so that you can realize that these shifts and changes are occurring in your life. Now that is a simple list for you to take this new knowledge and go from here to use this information to grow and to use it for your benefit. You may be asking at this point, why do I need to know this? Why do I need to identify where the shifts and changes are happening in your life? Why do I need awareness of it? If they're changing, if it's shifting my life, can I just ride the wave? Well, the question isn't that simple. You could say, yes, you can ride the wave and see what happens. But I prefer the method of being aware and conscious of the changes that are occurring in your life, because when you are aware and conscious of them, then you begin to take more control and hold of where you can guide your life. A lot of times, awareness of the things that are happening within can really be a massive factor for positive change in your life, positive transformation, positive healing, and you name it. There could be many pluses from just simply being aware of the things that are occurring here and the things that are occurring out here. Like I said before, everything begins in energy, trickles down to here within yourself, and then to your external. So everything that you're experiencing within yourself and outside yourself are all identifying factors of your vibrational match that you're holding. So when a big shift happens in your life, that means that your vibrational match has now shifted to another vibrational energy, which then now everything is transforming within yourself and around yourself to match that same vibrational energy. So by being aware and conscious of this, again, you're able to become a conscious manifester. You're able to consciously take hold of that wheel and guide yourself on that wave. Because if you just ride the wave and you don't do anything about it, then you can land anywhere. Yes, it will propel you somewhere that's definitely going to be beneficial for you because it is a change in the long run. But why not take control and guide yourself where you land? This is what I am all about. I am all about empowering you guys. I'm all about guiding you guys and providing information that is beneficial to you, that can help you down the road, and that can lead you to a higher, better, more loving version of yourself. Because it's already within you. You just need to reach that. You just need to guide yourself to that point. That point where you say, oh, I wish I had this life. Or, oh, this is where I want to be. Take the reins, my friend. Take control of that wheel and take yourself there. Allow this information to help guide you and get yourself there. I believe in you. I truly do. I hope you believe in yourself. Now, all of these experiences are simply invitations for you to do something with them. Same thing with this information. You can take this information and really learn from it and grow from it and run with it and change your life. Or you can listen to this video and scroll to the next one and just be like, okay, thanks. It's all up to you. But I truly hope you choose the one where you take this information and in any way, shape, or form you use it to benefit your life and to grow from it, to heal from it, and to transform yourself into that better version. So there you have it, guys. That's the video. Thank you all so much for being here. I have gratitude and love for you all. Please comment down below with your thoughts. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if there's anything you would like me to cover in a future video, or share your experiences. Tell me how you have been since the April 8th, 2024 Total Solar Eclipse. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments, and your questions perhaps. And if you enjoy my content, please consider supporting me by liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. As always, again, thank you all for being here. Much love to you all, and I will catch you guys in the next video.